when your startup fails. So first of all, there is some thing of analysis. We need to analyze why the startup is failing, or is it exactly a failure? When should we call it a fail point and should stop pursuing that particular idea? So mostly it's rather than failing of startup, it's time to renovating the idea or a pivoting of the startup idea. So if suppose we take an example of a book exchange startup. Suppose you provide a create a portal where you provide where you, as user can exchange their book with fellow readers. So since there is no margin of the portal here, so the startup idea may not be financially successful, but in the longer run you may acquire a lot of users, which give you the strength to create a new idea on that basis or monetize that particular portal. So suppose what you can do, you can start adding your own books and start maintaining the users inventory. Also you can giving the suggestions to the users. You may also have a premium portal where users can find out the users nearby to the location and they can exchange their books. Or maybe you can find list out the premium users whose books are always in the good condition. So that will give you a moment to make your startup idea premium kind of thing. So mostly here the idea is not about going to a particular business model. So idea is about have an objective to make your business profitable using whatever makes it work. So sometimes you may work on a parallel idea which will fund your current idea. Suppose you work on a service portal which keeps funding of your books exchange idea, and your current portal may reach at a position where it acquires the attention of the market investors at that particular idea. At that particular point, your startup may be acquired by some other users. Also, in the current market phase, the startups which are not very operation extensive, those are startups are more successful. Suppose if we take an example of Udan. Udan is a B2B B2B market space startup in the B2B market space. So Udan is mostly about items delivered to the kirana stores. So they also provide loans, but at the same time they started maintaining their own warehouses, which come quite late after their success. So, Udan has become a unicorn in the Indian startup community. So now they have the capital, they have the market analysis, they have the required user base to cater their needs in a way that their business, whatever business model they choose, that doesn't come into their way of success. Also, like they're the market leaders. They entered first in the market when there was no competitor. So that gave them the entire amount of time and money to invest to gauge the market and to capitalize the market. Now once a newer player have come in the market, they have already captured the market, and they have sufficient market base to copy whatever the idea their competitor creates. So in that way their rate of success is very lower. Also in the case of startup, all you need to do is lower your failure rate.